Good morning. Today I'm doing a critique on The Rambunctious Garden by Emma Mars, and I'm critiquing her Chapter 2, The Yellowstone Model. The Yellowstone model is based on setting aside pristine wilderness and banning all human interactions in those areas to preserve and protect its ecological footprint throughout the ages. However, managers are admitting that there is a change in ecology of places like this and other places around the world, and that fundamentally we think that there's a harmony that existed back in frontier days when we had a historic baseline. So, the main point the author is trying to make within this chapter is that the protecting areas, like the Yellowstone model, we need to understand that there's still going to be an evolving ecology and habitat within that area. That humans, both directly and indirectly, have had effects on these ecosystems, and that our view of a pristine or untouched wilderness, as we saw it pre-European, does not exist anymore in this changing world. The argument that the author talks about in regards to these areas is that it was frontier country in the 1800s, and prior to that, the Miwok Indians inhabited the place, and in 1851 it was a gold mine. So there is lots of evidence that the author uses to talk about the involving landscape of this place. The author uses quotes from both John Muir and from President Roosevelt, the two of them you can see here in this picture, in regards to how they created these parks and forests in the first place. The author also quotes the Leopold Report, one of America's most frequently quoted documents in regards to conservation history and how national parks should be managed. The author's second argument is on the shifting mosaic or constant evolutionary flux that you'll get change in ecosystems. Now that could be due to climate disturbances that are planet scale atmospheric conditions that are changes. That could be that ecosystems are never actually in equilibrium. Some of my own research looked at the reintroduction of wolves into Yellowstone Park and what that did. So in summarising, I'd like to quote from the chapter, "But the search for the untouched is as vain as the search for the unchanging. Science tells us that ecosystems never hold still. History tells us that they are never pristine. We humans have changed every centimetre of the globe."